The Silver Surfer sucks. Hey guys, Jason the X here with a video review that, admittedly, I didn't think I was going to do this, but I was weak. The drought was getting me, so I got some of the Beast Hunter stuff. So this is the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Wheeljack with some extensive retooling. I mean, this guy, getting him in hand, I appreciate him a little bit more because he's not just a straight repaint. He is an extensive retool of parts, different plastics used. So it's not just a repaint, but we'll get to it in a second. So moving on, this is a look at the packaging for him. You got a nice shot of Predaking right there. And his disc launching Falcon spear. I noticed that all these have like animal themes to the weapons they have. Now, my theory on this is they're going to find the weapons and then get transformed into these huge, spectacular, spiky robot bits here. So if they do it like that, alright, then, you know, rock on. There's looking at the back. Sports car mode. Sports car mode. Mad Max mode, more like. But you still got the guys right there. So I'm guessing they're going to find the weapons and somehow be transformed more into, you know, Beast Hunters or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the thinking behind the people at the hub are. Anyway, so this is Wheeljack, and as you can see, he is very extensively remolded. We got these spikes here. You can see they put this color. This is one of my gripes right here. They did this to the front end. They put this like camouflage paint in there, but they didn't do it to the back end. They just left it plain. Now, granted, all this is remolded. You've got these bits here, they're on there, but actually, there's a seam right here, and it kind of looks like they just used, they kind of just put it over there, but he does have spikes here. Also, the metal pin in the wheels is gone. These are just pegged on there with plastic. You got these gold bits coming down here, this spoiler part going in the back. He's still got a very hollow back end. Actually, I mean, he's got a very hollow back end here. It's just there. You got these fins on top, you know, speed lines, I guess. But, and of course, you have this Falcon spear on top. I'll get that off so you can. He's got a weapon port right there, and these can kind of move a little bit, but not much. The window's not pegged together. And this was a blue window. They've changed that up to more of a smoky mirror. So yeah, he's not a repaint. He is quite extensively retooled. Let me show you next to Dead End. I got Wheeljack transformed over here, but it's the same mold. So you get a look at it. I didn't have something snapped in all the way. Okay, there we go. So you got to look at Dead End here, and you know he's got pretty much the mirrors are gone here. Those are on his arms, so that's gone. You've got pretty much all this is brand new, and not much is unchanged. The transformation though is still the same. Oh, and we'll get to his accessory here. This is his Falcon spear, and what you do with that, you just unfold it here, and then he can grip it. And after it's unfolded, then you can press this down and launch this thing, which has got that gray plastic thrown in there, but it looks like they did it, well, they kind of did it for this half. I don't know how it works. It gets a bunch over here and none over here, but this opens up to be like a collar, I guess, to close around a beast's neck. Right now I'm stuck. You just load it in there and refire this thing, so boom. So yeah, there's that. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, you got some detail on there. I guess you can find a bird design on here somewhere. I don't know. I guess maybe it's just in a name. You know, the Falcon spear. And he holds it like this. So, yeah. Well, you couldn't hold it here. Anyway. That's that. So, let's get on with the transformation. The first thing we want to do is just go ahead and break him in half. Apart the legs. We've all seen this transformation, so I'm just going to be rolling through it. That part right here, man, it clicks in. And let me show you something. because when I pull this down, if you see, there's actually a separation in the plastic right there. So that extra click is that plastic snapping back into place. Not too happy with that. I don't know what's going on that they couldn't secure that a little bit better, because I think it's only a matter of time before it breaks. Because I kept hearing the sound, I was like, where is it coming from? And after looking at it, I was like, oh, there's a separation right there. So it's the same thing over here on this side. So if I do it like this, yeah, you got that big click. But if I do it like, get in there. If I do it like this, you know, well, it's still a big click. I don't know. It's really a stiff joint. So anyway, that's his legs transformed. You want to go ahead and separate his arms just like last time. Take this. Now these windows used to be blue. They're smoky now. And his hands were gray, and now they're all black. So, and be warned, the windows on this one are a lot tighter than the last mold. They are really in there. Now, okay, now we got some of the different transformations. It's not different, it's just they added this piece. So you're going to pop up the head, bring up the midsection pieces, and things do get quite jumbled up when you're trying to get this thing in robot mode, but he does snap in pretty well there. So you got his wings. You want to come back here. Let me come back a little bit. Sorry, I don't know if much of that was on camera actually. Anyway, you want to bring these up, and once you bring these down, you can pull them out and they lock into place. So it kind of gets them away from those shoulder parts, because things get a little convoluted back there. So, and you can do what you want. Now, I know the original Wheeljack, you kind of pull this down and then it kind of extended his arm, but you can't get anything out of this if you do that. So I usually leave it up like that. Kind of gives them a more imposing profile. So there you go. And there is the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Wheeljack, and he still has his little spurs down here. They're in gold now. Quick comparison, I'm just going to go ahead and bring in Wheeljack from the original so you can see the changes. The head molds are quite different. Whereas here's you got your old Wheeljack and Beast Hunters Wheeljack. It's kind of got the teeth there. They added some design to the helmet, changed the color of the crest. Whereas like the crest went all the way over here, it only goes up and it becomes flat. It doesn't continue those rails there. The ears, the antenna or whatever these things Wheeljack had that glowed, they're still there. And he's got the little teeth on the mask. And he almost has like a meaner grimace too. If you look at his eyes and look at his eyes, he looks like he's really just squinting Clint Eastwood style at you. I do like they put an Autobot symbol there finally. That was a good touch, nice touch. But like, and here's that whole thing with that plastic they used. They didn't put it anywhere else, just in the legs. Here's a look at the back. And let's get to his accessory here. It's the Falcon Spear. Now, this thing is notched here and here so that he can hold it in his hands, because you couldn't get it around unless you fit it in right there. And then kind of put it like that. And then fit this one into his hand. Now, he does have the posability in the hands to hold this fairly well. You just got to kind of get it in there. And then, alright. There you have him holding his Falcon Spear. And he does hold it pretty well. He's got some really tight joints. And it looks imposing. Just, you know, I kind of wonder picking this up, is this really my thing? I mean, I was a big fan of this Wheeljack mold. I loved it. This is a little different. I had my buddy Rob was like, what's going on there? So, take it or leave it. I hope this helps you make a decision whether you want this guy or not. He is kind of cool. I'm not looking forward to... I'm wondering how they work all this into the show. So hopefully we'll find that out soon. But until next time, guys, I am Jason the X for SCNSLive.com. Check us out there. And until next time, I'll catch Catch you later.